Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor. I'm back with another segment, another chapter of the Love and Respect Experience. The book I'm reading from, the author is Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. It's a very good read. You know, if you find your marriage in turmoil, if you find your marriage is at a point where you have temptation in your life, you know, go pick up a book. Go pick up a book about marriage. You got me? Sometimes it's not the best option to ask a friend, to ask a relative, to even listen to a bunch of advice about marriage. Sometimes it's best to seek and research your issues in your marriage and figure it yourself. You got me? The reason I said figure it yourself is because if you're in a marriage where that your spouse has not understood, I don't like this, I want better, this is not us, then it's time for you to work on you. And the thing about working on you, and the thing about having your table clean, let me repeat this. The thing about working on you, and the thing about having your table clean, you can ask questions. You can demand actions. You understand me? When you're clean and the other person not clean, that unclean person need to shut up and listen. You feel me? Shut up, listen. Anywho, once again, I am the Nasty Pastor. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's go and get into chapter 46. Do you ever play the blame game? Ain't this something? Come on. How many of y'all did it? My hand already up. I done did it. Yes, I have. I don't blame the wife that was for stuff that I done. You feel me? I done did it. I done did it. She done did it. Let me tell you something. One day it went so much, like Emerson said, the crazy cycle. I was gonna blame the dog Daisy for going in the refrigerator eating the last piece of cheesecake. Now ain't I'm stupid? I'm stupid. How did the dog open up the refrigerator when the dog ain't that tall enough to even pull on the handle? Come on now. Was I thinking? Was I really thinking? Couldn't have been, right? I never said it out my mouth, but I let it enter my mind. I said, well, she in the kitchen asking where the last piece of cheesecake. She told us don't eat the last piece hers. So what you gonna tell her? Anywho, look. The verse comes from Genesis 3:12. The man replied, it was the woman you gave me who gave me the fruit and I ate it. You get it? The man replied, it was the woman you gave me who gave me the fruit and I ate it. Do you understand where this comes from? This is about Adam and Eve. This is about the day Eve asked Adam to eat from the tree of life, which they was told, Adam especially was told to never eat from it. You got what I'm saying? But see, that devil, Satan, almond rock, you got it? Came in, convinced Eve to convince Adam to eat from the tree of life. You feel me? So now it's whom we pray to. I don't care what you call I don't care the name you choose. I choose Armin. I choose Lord. You got what I'm saying? But this is whom you pray to, asking Adam what happened. So Adam is blaming the woman he asked for. You feel me? Adam asked for this woman. You understand? Instead of Adam saying, Father, however it go, whom I pray to, I apologize for defying you. I apologize for not following your instructions. You feel me? But you put the blame somewhere else. You got me? So what's noble about you? What's honorable about you? Really, you told a lie to get yourself out of the turmoil, out of the grief, out of the sorrow, out of what you started. You feel me? You get me? So to ever blame someone else for your actions, don't nobody want to hear that no more. You got what I'm saying? We have sympathy, we have pity for babies, for toddlers, for kids. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't know what they say and they don't know what they do. Some do because they have developed early, they have matured early. But a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't want to be cursed at. A lot of them don't want to be yelled at. A lot of them has been told, it has been explained to them. If you did not do that, then you need to tell me who did. You understand what I'm saying? So that child don't see, okay, the blame on me. All that child see, let me tell who started this. You feel me? Like the other little child probably came over there touching the little plants or whatever, and your child is saying, leave my mama, leave my daddy plants alone. So when your child go to push the other person out the way, the plant don't fail down, right? But when it's asked what happened, that child did it. That child was over here playing with it, and I was telling them stop, bam, 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 blah, blah, blah. Then the next thing I know, it failed. That ain't how it go. You know what I mean? You know, I made a mistake. It failed. I did it. But the reason I did it is because I was trying to keep little Susie, little Bobby, little Ricky, little Mike from messing with the plant. You understand me? It could be explained that way. It really could. It really details your actions. Your action was a reaction. You feel me? And it's still the same thing, the blame game. Who you really putting the blame on? You feel me? Anywho, let's get into this read. Alright, let's have a little fun with a legendary nursery rhyme to help us think about a widespread habit that can undermine any marriage. This used to be my I used to love this nursery rhyme. I used to have a book and everything. I liked it, you know what I mean? It kind of helped me understand that you can fall down, but you're strong enough to get back up. You feel me? Like, my mama used to buy motivational books for me. You know what I mean? Like Snoop and the Red Bandit. That was more like the engine that could. What I'm getting ready to read, the Humpty Dumpty, that was more like the engine that could. You see what I'm saying? They were motivational books. They were books that taught you that even if you fall, even if you make a mistake, if you ain't dead, you still got a chance to make it right. Anywho, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty started to bawl. I was pushed. You feel me? You get it? This probably isn't the way you remember the saga of Humpty. The original rhyme had something about all the king's horses and all the king's men and so forth. But in my revised version, I would like to consider the possibility that Humpty was not pushed but simply fell off due to his own carelessness and immediately started to blame somebody else. You get it? Your carelessness, your mistake, your stupidity. You feel me? Your unwise words. You feel me? Your impulse thinking. You feel me? Did Humpty have a wife? There's no way to know for sure. But if he did, she might have been his logical suspect. Ever since the fall, husbands and wives have been skilled in placing blame. Adam blamed Eve, Eve blamed the serpent, and the rest is the history of the human race. You feel me? Do you feel me? Someone once pointed out to me that the serpent had no one to blame. No one to blame. He didn't have a leg to stand on. If you think about it, the first sin after the big sin was blame placing, and it has become the name of the game for human beings, especially married ones, passing the buck. It seems to come so naturally. Why are we so quick and inventive at inputting guilt? I think it has something to do with being afraid to take total responsibility. We have already looked at the concept that one's response is one's responsibility. And while we may agree with this noble idea in principle, we hold just a bit of reservation about taking all the blame. After all, whatever goes on does not take place in a vacuum. And so Blue explains her disrespect goaded me into being unloving. And Pink quickly points out, he is so unloving, how can I respect him? So what happens when we play this sorry game? I can still hear Sarah's voice from early in our marriage. It's always me. Hold on for a minute. Let me get this light back on. Well, I got a good enough light. My external battery done died on me. So let me get this done. I'm always to blame, trying to make Sarah the scapegoat. Didn't work back then, and it doesn't work now, with her or with God. He has been hearing blame placed and excuses since Adam let him know that it was actually his fault, that he had sinned. It was the woman you gave me who brought me the fruit, and I ate it. How like Adam I can be at times, perhaps you can identify. I try to justify myself by blaming the woman I love for my own indiscretions and transgressions, when I know full well that my Lord and Savior is the only one who can justify any of us. And that's in Romans 3:24. And our love and respect tribe with Sarah and I got to know LPGA golfer Bob Whitehead, a Christ follower who shared some excellent insights on placing blame where it belongs. It truly does come down to my choice in how I treat Trent, no matter what he says to me. In the end, I have to answer to the Lord about what I did with the man God gave me. With that choice comes freedom because I know I am solely responsible. I think taking that responsibility comes from my former vocation of golf. I had no one else to blame for the bad shot or missed putt but myself. That can seem like pressure, but for me, it was really freeing. I see my response to Trent the same way. I have the freedom to respond to him in a Christ-like manner, so always it's my choice. Bob's insight made perfect sense. Whether you're hovering over 5 foot for a par or deciding if what you are about to say will be loving or respectful. In every situation, don't blame your spouse. Instead, turn to Christ for the power to respond the way you should. Alright, that's the end of chapter 46, and peep this out. Stop being impulse. Take your time with your spouse. You know what I mean? You think time is of the essence. You think time is detrimental. You get the feeling like you don't have a lot of time. Take time for whom you pray to. Take time for your kids. Take time for your spouse. Take time for yourself. We all need to get away. We all need some quiet time. We all need some personal time. I say this. You love your spouse? You love your kids? Are you a God-fearing person? Do you fear whom you pray to? Then go ahead, the time you have put into whom you pray to, put it in your kids, put it in your spouse. If you can get those two things done, I guarantee it'll trickle down to the rest of your family, to your associates, to your friends, to your not personal relationships, to your job relationships. Have time, have patience, not just for yourself, for everything around you. Anywho, I am the Nasty Pastor. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Only Faith Ministries, and peep this. If you're having drug issues in your life, there's a platform called Staying Off of Drugs. Staying Off of Drugs. It's my platform. I'm going to talk about my journey, my walk, how I did it, how I started on drugs, what made me realize that it's time to leave it alone. Anyway, I am the Nasty Pastor. Just remember this. Anything I give you is a self-help tool. Anything I give you is because I've already given it to myself and I see that it worked. Anywho, I love you.